Driving because I got an appointment to get to. But it's Armand here for E equals MCU. Today is Daredevil Day, episode 4, and yesterday we got a teaser, or actually, what we got actually was a full-on trailer, which they didn't even, like the first trailer they did for Born Again Season 2. It was a trailer. It was the one they showed last year. This looks like a whole new trailer, all new footage for the remainder of the season. So it makes me wonder if the viewing numbers still aren't there as far as the streaming numbers for what they are looking for. And because it's Daredevil, they're putting more money into the marketing than they usually do for any other Disney Plus Marvel shows. Like usually once the shows come out, you don't see any more trailers, or you don't see many clips and stuff like that. So say about that what you will, but Daredevil, this, in my opinion, this Born Again Season 2, this might be the best Daredevil season that they've had, like hands down, just all the way through. I know a lot of people who are, attached to the Netflix series, as am I, but I think having the new Daredevils in comparison, it was one of those things where, like, the Netflix shows were kind of all the same. They had the same tone, same feel, same writing, same production, and they were great. They were great shows, but getting this new Daredevil, a Born Again show, when they first did it, it was, it's going to be compared to the Netflix shows, which is like kind of the bad thing about doing it this way, but it didn't stack up. At the same time, we understood the production problems that they were having on the first season of Born Again, and it was a Frankenstein show, so to speak, in how it was put together. So getting a Born Again Season 2 and having it be cohesive is really showing me some of the differences in the production quality between the Disney Plus and Netflix side of things, that for me, I appreciate the Disney Plus stuff a little bit more, just as far as the writing, story plot, characters, that sort of thing. Netflix was starting to get kind of predictable, I guess would be the word I would use. It was getting kind of predictable. So we got the trailer. The main drop in the trailer, I mean, you get Bullseye at the diner, and I think what they're showing here is that all of the superheroes, and not even the heroes, actually just the villains, the heroes, everybody, they have skin in the game. Wilson Fisk has become public enemy number 1 to all, and that's the story point that they're really pushing here in the trailer. They're kind of showing you how Bullseye and Daredevil are going to team up, or why Jessica Jones is back. And it's going to make it, we got the news that Luke Cage and Iron Fist was coming back. I wonder how, like I said, where their story picks up. So speaking of which, the big drop, the big reveal in this trailer, spoiler warning, Jessica Jones, the reason why she's in the fight is because she says the ATVF or the AVTF showed up at her house with her daughter there. And that's a big drop, because that means that Daniela already exists in the MCU. Like, her and Luke Cage have a daughter. Now, here's the thing they did not reveal. They didn't say she was with Luke Cage. She didn't mention Luke Cage. She didn't say it was Luke Cage's daughter. I suspect maybe that's why he's not in Born Again Season 2, because maybe he's looking after the daughter or something. So if from the trailer, it sounds like we're going to get those answers tonight. Like episode 4 is going to be Jessica Jones' premiere episode. She's going to come into the fray, and then basically through dialogue tell us what's been going on the past 7-8 years that they have not been on camera or on screen. So I, for one, am looking forward to that. Man, that's really all there is. It's like we had that going on. There was some shots of the Daredevil mask. Somebody putting a Daredevil mask on that was not Matt Murdock, so that makes me interested. Of course, we getting more White Tiger action. This is basically season 1 through 3 will probably be her origin story, just how she gets going. She probably won't be a full-fledged vigilante until after season 3. Man, are we late for work or what? If you could see this, but yeah, man, that's what we got. Daredevil Born Again season 2 trailer. Let me know, man. Let me know if you're watching this series, if you're loving this series, what your thoughts are. How do you compare it to primarily Daredevil season 1 on Netflix or Daredevil season 3 on Netflix? So let me know down in the comment section. That's how we're going to go through today. Till tomorrow. Peace.